authentically true. Bloom into you.
Hi, everybody. Jamie Wozni here, modern day seer and priestess of the divine. And I am here ultimately to help you be your true self, your authentic, beautiful, full blooming expression of all of your potential, your gifts, your truth, your desires, your needs, your wants, to be that full bloom, to be that cornucopia. So I really help you through these series of videos and my courses that I link to here, go from lack, go from small, that exhaustion of feeling anxious and depressed and hidden and people pleasing and struggling, to unapologetically you, to full bloom, to being the magnificent light that you came here to be, being a gift just by being yourself. So today, let's get into it. We are going to talk a little bit about anxiety, one aspect of anxiety. And I know for me personally, something I have struggled with for a long time. Most of my life was anxiety. I had panic attacks in college. If you listen to my story, actually, I don't think we've put that up here yet. So it's going to come after this in quite a few videos, but I share my story with panic attacks in college. Anyway, how can you move past this? There's lots of ways. It's a multi-layered topic, but this made such a difference in my life. Real versus perceived threat. Real versus perceived threat. So our brain is trying its best. It's doing what it knows to do to keep us safe, but it is stuck in a log in the past. Okay. So we can have an experience where something feels really unsafe to us and it actually isn't, and we'll prove to everyone around us why it isn't safe. So when we get really sick of feeling that way one day, we can slow down. This is what I would do. I would go under the couch, slow down, feel that feeling. My hands are shaking. I'm nervous. I can't breathe. Is this a real threat or a perceived threat? Your brain's going to always tell you it's real, but this was how I got around it. In this 10 seconds, or you could even say in this 1 second, is there an actual emergency? And your brain's going to say, yeah, because I have this symptom or this thing. But right now, right this second or 10 seconds, is there an emergency? No. Maybe I'm experiencing growth in my life, so it's a lot of uncomfortable sensations, or I have a physical symptom, or there's something in my life that's a big challenge. But we can handle that. We weren't taught that resilience, but we can cultivate that resilience. So in this 1 second, in this 10 seconds, am I safe? Is there an actual emergency? No, that's a perceived threat. Perceived threat is, I'm going to tell you there's danger everywhere. Please come at yourself with compassion. You probably did feel like life was dangerous because you weren't raised with a sense of safety. Okay? So if you can take a pause, is this real? Because sometimes in a very small percentage, it may be real and it may not be an emergency, but it may be like, oh, you know what? I need to write down, like, is this, if it's a real threat, okay, what can I do right now? Oh, I need to write down everything in my head that I have to do this week so that it calms me because I'm thinking about it. Just an example. Or I need to make an appointment with a chiropractor, or have a conversation with somebody I don't want to have. But that's how we override these habitual patterns of our brain that are just spinning in real threat, real threat, real threat, real threat. And we're just zapped, you guys. We're raw, we're overexposed in anxiety. So is this real? Is this perceived? And what happens is when you realize it's perceived, the mind calms down because it's like, oh, I guess it is perceived, because it's always perceived if in this 1 second or in this 10 seconds, you are okay. Doesn't mean there's not something you maybe need to do, but in this moment, in this 10 seconds, there's no emergency. What you're actually feeling, you're not feeling life. You're feeling the firing of images, sensations, sounds of what you think is going to happen in the future based on what is happening to you in the past. So you can even say to yourself too, am I actually experiencing a real threat, or am I feeling this negative feeling hold that word loosely. Am I feeling this negative feeling because I've got a lot of images and words and sensations that are just like chemically firing habitually in my brain? So when we wake up to what is actually happening, oh, I'm seeing a lot of scary images. Oh, I'm hearing a lot of scary words. Okay, that's why I'm feeling this way. And in this 10 seconds, in this 1 second, is there actually an emergency? No. Calms us down enough to get clarity. I know when I first started doing this, I was like, I went for a hike with my dog after, and I was just happy and my mind was calm. Because the body knows how to heal itself. We just need to get out of the way. So if we can bring what's unconscious into the conscious, just take that time for yourself to slow down instead of just running in it, letting it run. Be the one that sees it. Is this real? Is this perceived? Is there an actual emergency? Am I seeing images and sounds and feeling sensations in my body that are based on a movie, and that's why I'm feeling icky, but in this 10 seconds, I'm really okay? Is this real threat or perceived threat? Okay. It'll calm down. Sometimes we don't even need to do anything about it. And then sometimes there's just some simple loving clarity on the other side that says, oh, I need a nap or whatever it may be. Okay, let me know how this is for you. I work with people one-on-one a lot. I only have 8 spaces at a time. It's called Activate Your Divine Fullness membership. So if this really stood out to you, I know anxiety has been something I've dealt with a lot, and especially anxiety comes when we're expanding into the full version of who we are. It's a person, it's a part of us that we haven't met and we don't know yet. So our brain will go unsafe, unsafe, unsafe. So having a guide to help you expand into the fullness, into your potential, into your dream life, into who you came here to be is greatly serving. I know it was for me. So if that rings true to you, I'll link the page below where you can see a little bit more about that and see if you and I are a good fit for guiding you into activating your divine fullness. You can be free to be a light and live your dream life on the planet. So let me know how this was for you. If you like this, link, subscribe, share, all the good things. Love you guys. Bye. See you soon.
Come shine with me, align with me, authentically true. Bloom into you.